Sock has done with his mortar drops. We do now see him scanning, seasonal forces, he's coming over with 7 Banshees to deal with 10, and they are going to lose that war phase. Which isn't a big deal, but every little bit helps. It's slightly less unit production, so win for him. We do now see him laying down apparently 2 bunkers getting the chop there. We do now see 4 Banshees. 4 Stargate with Tech Lab. Sorry guys, just blank on it. However, if we look at units tab, we can see he has 8 Banshees and a lot of SCVs. 57. Whoa. That's a bucket. He's definitely got good income. Oh! What the hell? Now, this is odd. He has expanded to his secret to the opponent's side of the map. These spawning locations are quite interesting because they allow for more macro play because you get half the map. Flash down the middle, I take these 5 plus gold, you take those 5 plus gold, and in terms of real life, it puts each tanks there, and your work just get incinerated. Now, Terran has been using planetary fortresses on all of these bases, which are very hard to deal with, and Sock is about to use 2 soldiers, but they are just holding position and able to snipe. Able to snipe the workers to stop mining. And the Storm going in there to get a few extra kills. So this, without actually committing to killing the planetary fortress, he is stopping it from mining. This is quite good, given that his armies are well thrown at. And the horrible point defense drones, the bane of Protoss existence. I have never actually had to play against them, but I am again in gold, so caster action not really the predominant part. We do see this expansion has still been locked down. Nothing particularly interesting happening yet, except the former opening and bye-bye. We do see NDT's expansion is right next to Sock's rock department, and they now just did discover each other. However, Sock transit for one zone isn't gonna happen. We do see an observer coming over. However, that observer is gonna die because he put down a missile turret. We do see NTT's forces pushing out across the map to deal with this small pestering force of Socks. Now, production-wise, upgrades, we see Terran going for 1-1 air and weapons. Sock heading out across the map to see what he can do about this expansion. Very good idea. Keep your opponent locked down. He can't build, you can, therefore you win. I do apologize about the frame rate. My computer is not the best. I am operating out of Australia in 40-degree heat. Now, for you Americans out there working with Fahrenheit, that's about 120. So yeah, bloody hot. We do see NDT's forces running across the map, and I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more by Templars play because we're dealing with Ravens and Phantoms. All of this has quite a high amount of energy, so you could quite easily do quite a lot of damage to armies with a spam of the XP. However, Sock NTT pushing his advantage with his point defense drones by sticking around long enough to get a few kills, for them to exhaust their energy, then backing out. We do see NTT laying down an extra 4 warp Stargates. This is slightly ridiculous. However, it seems he's gone fairly heavily invested in the air. We do also see that Sock is building his own carriers, and Sock now running on a warp gate count of 6, I believe. Whoa, tripping out. 6. Yeah, Sock currently operating on 6 warp gates. Oh, that's odd. Okay. So there's a kind of momentum thing when you're scrolling around with shift key. Okay, anyway. Back on topic. Now, NTT has just discovered this secret expansion, probably while trying to lay down his own expansion. which is going to be hard to kill. Secondary fortresses are not exactly easy to deal with. Especially with SCVs repairing them. If a group of SCVs are repairing a Secondary fortress, you're stuck. And one of the things I'm really looking forward to in the next patch is when an SCV is repairing something, the SCVs receive the same threat level as the thing they're repairing. So no longer will you see Thor being repaired by mass loads of SCVs with no consequence. Now I did miss a push over here and I apologise, but stopped losing most of his tech. These banshees have all been stormed by some High Templar. I didn't realise Storm was so goddamn effective. I'm just saying. I thought one of its things was, it deals extra damage to air. No, it does a crap load of damage to air. As you can see by his banshees, and as you can see something later on. And he knows this, and he's scared of it, so he snipes that thing. Now we do see Socke playing down a slightly ridiculous amount of means, however this makes it a lot safer for him, and given he has 3,000 means, sorry, 1,300 minerals, I don't really blame him. Also, with the gold, you tend to stack up more kind of fast. On my other recordings note, I have a Torchlight first impression review thing going up tonight, and I have recorded one long video, but I am yet to commentate over it. I have to go back and do that in post. I haven't quite figured out how yet. It will probably be a make that as you go along experience. And I intend to record another LOL spotlight, another LOL game tonight when the server comes back up, because I am recording when the LOL server is down because of the new update with the new champion. Socke now pushing out 2 carriers, however these banshees are going to be caught out of position by 2 carriers. Nope, but here come the Vikings. Now these Vikings are going to be more than enough to snipe these 2 carriers, especially with focus on which they have been. However, sitting in a storm, they're not going to do well. Wow, massive damage with that one storm there, taking out quite a few games. I think there was 7 games basically. Now if we look at the units lost battle, we can see that Socke is still far behind. I would even put him more behind because he's had to build all these goddamn cannons. Now, units army-wise, Socke is in front. Well, army-wise they're pretty much identical, but Socke is in front population-wise. Army resource-wise, NTT is currently in front. However, that is probably because he catches up every set amount of time with these stupid amount of starports, all of which have queued 1 or 2 Vikings. So that's a lot of Vikings. He clearly does not like the idea of carriers turning up and racing with space. Pardon me guys. Production-wise, upgrades-wise, NTT has gone from level 1, level 1 to level 3, level 2. Which is going to be Socke's downfall, I would suspect, because this upgrades give the other units much larger bang for their buck, to put it bluntly. However, while gaping units are cheaper on principle and easier to produce, faster to produce, that kind of thing, the amount of upgrades that NTT has compared to Socke give him a massive advantage over the army. 2-3 upgrades versus 001 is not good. We do now see that trying to take this advantage isn't really a good idea, because 1 or 2 siege tanks pockets up here and truly lose your workers. The workers are just going to get their asses kicked. However, I think Vikings did a good job of the siege tanks in 2 days. We do see, wow, this guy's a ridiculous amount of Vikings. All of these groups of Vikings have been stormed, and as you can see, they are taking quite considerable damage. I really don't want to see storms affecting units on the ground. to all units in the target area. Maybe they just deal the same amount of damage. And I wonder if it ignores armor. We do now see the beginnings of a base tree scenario, which could get quite fun. NTT pushing soft bases with the Banshees and Vikings, while soft is pushing NTT's bases with a bunch of Stalkers, Hyperdriver, and Carrier. Army-wise, they're about the same, but it is going to depend on who can crash each other's bases faster if they want end game as well. And given that this base is fairly undefended, I suggest that NTT is going to win now. However, these storms are just tearing the pieces. And with his unapproved upset, oh, that's not good. If the terrain is right here, is just causing massive damage. Army-wise, he's gone from about 160 to 130. He's going down to 126, 125. He is just losing massive amounts of his Vikings. These Vikings are now all in here. The most healthy Viking is on 185 HP. Socke attacks, however, have been slightly, well, basically they've been about as same successful. They've taken out a base each. Socke now trying to go after this expansion, and with these SCVs repairing, it's not going to happen. But if he manages to kill the SCVs, it could very well happen. And with these like Templar, boom, storm, you're dead. And here it comes. There goes the storm. And now we push him to see what happens. The base is going down fast. No SCVs currently repairing it. Or they're repairing each other. Very well done. Storming any workers that try to even come near the ground workers. Very, very good play. Always a good idea to make sure they cannot repair. However, after patch, they will get attacked by your opponent. I love it. It's going to make my life a lot easier, given that my micro is not that great. Now, Socke over here trying to push in to take out this sneaky expansion over here, which has been making his life very difficult. We do, however, see a Ghost Academy for NTT, but I don't see any ghosts. Do you? No. Good intentions, but doing nothing with it.